I'd like to welcome you to my presentation and my business plan for purchase of a high-fidelity simulator to enhance the nurse's ability to recognize signs of clinical deterioration in a patient. This will be an expansion of an already existing educational offering at Baptist Health Madisonville. The mission, vision, and goals you can see on my poster board of Baptist Health Madisonville, in essence, is to provide excellent care every time. I believe the use of a high-fidelity simulator will help to support the mission of the hospital. I'd like to go over a little bit of my business plan. First, the Nursing Education Department, the DNP student, and the Nursing Professional Development Council will work together to formulate this educational offering. What will be implemented is the use of a high-fidelity simulator to assist nurses in recognizing early signs of a deteriorating patient with sepsis. Sepsis has become a focus of the hospital. I plan for this to take place in September of 2015, and the reason why I would want to implement this is to help increase nurse confidence levels as well as to improve patient outcomes. I have some literature, and you'll see some references on my poster board that support the use of high-fidelity simulation as an effective method of training nurses. And further, another study showed that nurses have the main responsibility to monitor patients and to recognize signs of clinical deterioration. And you'll see my references on my poster board. A little bit about my market analysis. The internal market for the organization would be, and the project would be, patients, nursing staff, and providers of care. The external payers, the external market would be payers such as private paying individuals, government payers, and insurance payers. The marketability of the project would be satisfied patients and nurses would help increase customer numbers. The profitability of the project shows that an increased nurse satisfaction would lead to decreased nurse turnover. And then the potential for growth for the organization is to improve quality measures as well as to expand the simulation project. I did perform a SWOT analysis for my project. Some of the strengths included the ability for nurses to actually practice IV and CPR, and as well as video replay for the nurses. Some weaknesses included product knowledge, lack of product knowledge, and the cost of purchasing a high-fidelity simulator. Some opportunities would be that the hospital would have the state-of-the-art training for nurses and increase nurse satisfaction and confidence levels. And then some threats for the project would be the time needed, as well as technology problems that might be encountered. The financial plan I want to share with you, and you can see that also on my poster. The startup would be approximately $2,000 and would include simulation clothing and makeup, intravenous needles, fluids, and dressings. Also, capital equipment would be the largest purchase at about $105,000, and that would include purchase of the Laerdal 3G trauma mannequin, as well as the laptop computer and monitors, as well as a platinum warranty to help make sure that we have a good warranty on that simulator that costs so much. The operational budget, we would hire an instructional technology support person at 0.4 FTEs, and I calculated 0.4 nurse educator time, as well as office supplies and restock of supplies. And then education for nurses would be another. And that operational budget would be about $65,000. So the total first year expenses would be around $172,000. You'll see, additionally, I've added a timeline for my project, and I started this in November with planning and planning for the capital budget request and approval. I've added ordering the equipment as well as installation, and then finally planning the educational event for the nurses. And in the end, we want to take the time to evaluate the process to see if we saw improved patient outcomes, and ultimately to look at mortality measures. I want to thank you. If you have any questions, I want to encourage you to send me an email. Thank you.